I heard about all this, man, and, I was, I'm really honored, man, for you to say this about me and about all of this. And this is it. You a guy that, I think reminds me of myself. Everybody asks me about it all the time, and it's be you. You play that D the way you're supposed to. You play with a chip on your shoulder and some heart. You know what I'm saying? So, but this ain't true though, man. This ain't true. You don't have to just have GP. You know what I'm saying? Because now, I want to be the first to let you know, the 2021-22, Kia Defensive Player of the Award winner is y'all guy.
Yeah.
What's that, TV?
You can see they trying to grab me.
Marcus, still seeing that smile on your face. Are those emotions still the same seeing that video as they were in that moment?
By far.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll ever go away. I got an award that was very special around some special people, my teammates and my coaching staff. And then to have, Gary Payton himself, the legend, to come and, be the one to hand it to me. So that meant everything. The only thing I wish is my mom was here to see that, but she's watching, so I'll take it.
You've had some time now to let it sink in. I mean, you win the Defensive Player of the Year award right in the middle of a playoff run, right? Like you're going to the NBA Finals. You had no chance to kind of sit back and let it soak in. Now you have. You had an entire offseason. What does that mean to you to win that award?
It's a blessing for sure. But, as a defensive guy who hangs his hat on that end day in and day out, doing everything that nobody else wants to do, taking the beatings, that's our MVP award right there. The DPO Award for defensive players, that's our MVP. So, it's the same feeling as, somebody winning that MVP award on the offensive end. And you can't ask for any better feeling than that.
I have to ask how the off-season's been for you. I know that you just went to the Post Malone concert, got the photos. How was that?
Did we see each other there?
We definitely seen each other there.
You left that out. I didn't know that.
My fiance is like the biggest Post Malone fan, so we had some pretty good seats, right? All of a sudden, the crowd starts going nuts, and I'm like, okay, Post Malone is coming out, like the concert's starting. Then I look over, and it's Marcus Smart walking down, and the crowd is going ballistic. His whole walk all the way back to his spot, right in the middle. What was that moment like, having the crowd just serenade you at someone else's concert?
You want to know what's crazy? So my friends and family, they seen the pictures and everything. They asked me. I said, listen, you'd have thought I was Post. Literally, exactly. You thought I was Post Malone walking out there. It was crazy. And then to have it at the Garden was even wilder. So, I was actually backstage with Post. We were just talking, Lincoln. He's from Dallas as well. So then we come out, and I'm looking up, and I'm like, it's a lot of people here. It's really a lot of people in the Garden for this concert. And then as I turn a corner, I see even more. And, I keep my head down. I'm trying to walk, and then one person spots me, and then all of a sudden it just erupts. And it was a great feeling.
I honestly thought the concert was starting. That's like how loud it was.
Awesome.
And he wore your jersey for the entire performance.
I did see that too, yeah.
What did that mean to you? It wasn't Jason. It wasn't JB. It was you.
Yeah, that meant a lot. Like I said, him being from Dallas, I would hope that I'm the one jersey you wear, but he didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he did that, and then he did it at the Garden, it makes it that much better.
I was instructed by Ashley, my fiance. I have to ask this question. Did you play him in beer pong? No need to say if you were drinking anything, but did you play him and did you win?
Yeah, I played him. I won one game.
All right.
I won 5 in a row the last game.
He does it before every single concert.
Every game,
so
but he's really good.
He's a big beer pong
He's been
player.
doing this since he was in high school.
Yeah.
He's really good. So, but no, it was just he kept telling me to call Brad for him though. Every shot he made, he's like, call Brad, sign me up, give me the 10 days. So
with his broken ribs, I don't think that'll work right now. Hey, by the way, glad that we went Friday, not Saturday.
Exactly right. So
Saturday got
canceled.
Yes, unfortunately. Marcus, this obviously a shorter off season as well. How different was it for you this year after going to the finals, now having that time to try to just rest, but then also get your body right for this upcoming year?
Oh, man. It was tough because you after the season, you're like, man, I'm drained. It was a long season. And then you're like, I want to do this, but you realize you don't have as much time. So now you have to, prioritize exactly what you want to do. And then you realize before you know it, you're back working out again. And it's like, man, but you love it.
You'd rather have
the short off season than a long one by far. And I didn't understand that when I'm hearing guys like Steph, when they've been time after time saying they love it, and now I understand why.
We've got to talk about the man of the hour. That's Joe Mazzulla, taking over as interim head coach. What was his message to you guys this morning before you all came here, and why are you excited to play for him?
His message was clear and very transparent. Everybody's going to be honest. I want you guys to be honest with me. I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to learn together. We're going to struggle together. We're going to succeed, and we're going to fail together. But as long as we do it together, we're going to be okay. We have a great team. We have great players. We have a great coaching staff. Let's just go out there and do what we're supposed to do. And Joe's been here a long time, so I have a really good relationship with Joe. He's a great guy. He's a jiu-jitsu, I think is a jiu-jitsu master.
Is he really? I didn't know
that. It's one of those.
I wish we knew that before he came on set.
He's pretty good. So me.
Are you saying he could take you?
I didn't say that. I just said he's.
That was quick.
So I've taken some Muay Thai classes, so we talk about things like that.
Awesome.
So yeah,
that's really cool.
He's a great guy, and like I said, he knows he's played. He's played West Virginia. He's played for a great coach with Bob, and and he's a defensive guy. So for me, it makes it that much sweeter because I hang my hat on that end.
Marcus, you're a guy that great teammate. You're a leader for these guys. I want to talk about this offseason. There were some rumors going on with Jaylen Brown and KD. You came out and actually had a quote with The Athletic. We're going to have Max pull that up if we can, the graphic, about just how you kind of approach these as well, these rumors. For someone who's always talked about in trade talks, I don't really pay too much mind to that until it actually happens. I don't believe it. How much of that did you discuss with Jaylen Brown, maybe of, hey, you know what, just keep out that outside noise and focus on you?
It's funny because I said it one time to him when we were in LA training. And it's not because we were talking about it. It's just I just wanted him to know that, he's not alone. I understand that whatever you're feeling, you have every right to feel it. I get it. And I just have to let him know it's going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, these things are just exactly that. It's just talks.
10 times out of 10.
10 times out of 10 for me. So, and for a guy like JB, it's like, man, come on. If it's 10 times out of 10 for me, it's talks. It's probably a 10 times 10 out of 10 for you. It's all talks. And unless something comes along that they just can't go by, and I don't see many players like you that they're going to say, well, yeah, we'll take this for them. No, they're going to get the max they could. And I just feel like, JB is a young, upcoming superstar in this league, and he's steady rising, steady getting better, and steady proving that he belongs with the top echelon players, and his name deserves to be in there. So for me, it was a no-brainer and I hope that the Celtics thought like me that, KD's great, don't get me wrong. We'd love to have KD. Anybody would love to have KD. But everybody would love to have Jaylen Brown as well.
Yeah, no question. That was obviously a big off-season conversation. Another one, unfortunately, the passing of Bill Russell. As the longest tenured member of the organization from a player perspective, I just want to get your take on what was your reaction to that news, and how much did that really hurt?
To be honest, I couldn't believe it. I just remember looking to my right, seeing him underneath the gold, walking in, and everybody going crazy when he walks in, and reliving his highlights and everything that he allowed this generation and more to do. It was definitely a shock. It definitely hurt, just because you see one of the greatest players to ever play this game and greatest pioneers no longer here.
Great
with
way
us.
to phrase it.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough.
He not only changed the game of basketball, he changed the world. And I know it means a lot to you. It meant a lot to the whole organization. And you got the number 6 right there on your jersey. That's going to be carried through moving forward.
Right there, as it should be.
Looking back at last season, Marcus, and the finals run that you guys had, you came out and said after Game 6 that you just went through hell to get to the finals, and you didn't make it easy on yourselves, but you made it to that point. How do you think going through that prepares you and sets you up even better for this year, knowing what to expect and having to fight?
Well, we've all heard it, in multitude of ways, but experience is the best teacher. That's the, you can only simulate so much of life or so much of something that, eventually, you have to be able to have that real thing. And that only way to do that is to actually go through it. So for us, we had to go through the storm to see that, hey, it rained a little bit, but there is a rainbow at the end of this. We just got to keep going. So for us, it gives us that satisfaction knowing that no matter how bad it gets for us, it's always going to be a brighter day for us.
I want to go back to defense, Amanda. This is what we talk about with this man right here, the Defensive Player of the Year. We just brought this graphic up when Derek was sitting here. I don't know if you're going to love this.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if we could pull it up here. But this is deflections from last year, charges drawn from last year. No, you're the leader in deflections, so let's not.
I know, but you said
the chart. Yeah, the charge is drawn. We're going to have it up here in a second. But from a charges perspective, I asked him. Here we go. We're coming up. What do we got here? So you're the leader in deflections. He's got contested shots and charges. So are there any side bets between you guys this year as you go into these three categories?
It isn't, but I think it should be now that I'm seeing this.
This is the real motivation for you.
This is the real motivation, especially because, what's funny? I remember last year him mentioning something about in one interview about the charges taken.
It was right after he got here.
Okay, so that's what he knew. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we definitely got to have a side bet now.
No, but I also asked him to kind of take us through the process of taking a charge and how do you become so great at it? Can you give your insight a little bit as to what it takes to not only take charges but take them at a high rate in the NBA against the best athletes in the world?
Yeah, I mean, 1, confidence. Mm-hmm. 2, you gotta be fearless, and 3, you just gotta smart. Like for me, I was always taught. The best player in the game, like if you ask a question, what's the best player in the game? A lot of players will give you something probably dealing with offense, right? But the best player in the game, to me, is a charge. You wonder why? 4 things good come from a charge. 1, it's an offensive foul, which is also a team foul against the other team. 2, it's an offensive foul against probably 9 times out of 10 who's driving their best player, right? 3, what does it does to that player in his mind? You know what? Next time I drive, I got to be careful because I ain't trying to run into somebody. Now they're second guessing themselves and we're taking them out of the game. And 4, your team gets the ball. So
this isn't the first time you've thought about this or said this out loud, right?
No, it's not. This isn't at all. This is something that when as I was growing up, been taught. And everybody's so scared to take charges. Like I understand. It's a little fear in that. You don't want to get hit a certain way. You don't want to get hurt, but. That's the beauty of taking a charge. It's a selfless act. By you sacrificing your body, it does something for the team.
You've taken your bumps and bruises throughout the years, right? But you always get up and come back.
I know. I mean, Wolverine. Is your nickname.
Wolverine.
Still going by that, right?
Self-proclaimed, I believe,
yes.
right?
Yeah. Actually, it was not self-proclaimed. The training staff actually gave it to me after. Here, when I tore my oblique, and then they were like, yeah, you're going to be out this long, and I ended up coming back quicker, and they were like, okay.
How did that happen?
What's going on here? Right after my hand and then my thumb. So they're like, yeah, we're just going to call you from Wolverine from here. And it's stuck.
It's stuck and it works. It applies, right?
You have that Bulldog mentality. You said you just pride yourself on that out on the court. Each year, do you feel you grow even more fearless? Where you're just gonna. I mean, you always are willing to sacrifice your body, but
you're not.
I mean, just are you at each point each year you come in of okay, well, here we go.
Yeah, you actually do. The more you continue to do something, the more you continue to strive in it, you become great at it. And for me, that's what it is. I come in knowing that just like when Steph comes in and he shoots the ball, he thinks it's going in every time. I know when I step on the corner defensive end that nobody's getting by me. You might get by me here and there, but that's what I'm thinking. Nobody's getting by me. I don't care who you are. So, and when you have that type of mentality, you're going to succeed a lot of times more than not.
And with the Celtics not only having you, but Malcolm Brogdon, Derek White, Jaylen Brown. Like, you guys have a heck of a perimeter defense this year. We can't wait to watch it. Marcus Smart, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. I love the ring of that. I know you love the ring of that. We appreciate the time, and we'll see you throughout the season.
Thank you, guys.
As always.
It's a good time seeing you Friday night.